What's up, Devils? J-Dog back to answer some more goddamn questions. Questions we're going over as we're finishing up on the video we left off on. The is he dead or in jail goddamn video, which I can't believe we're still on fucking this, talking about this POS. But nonetheless, let's see what question marks we still got going in there. Because hopefully it's shit that's not about that fuck. Devil Cheeseburger, I see some question marks. J Dinga's question. Did the nice lady at the gym at least teach you to not wear shirts with profanity on them to respectable public places of business? No, I don't want to say she taught me shit. And she kind of asked. And again, I don't really, guys, 99 times out of 100, like even if I'm at a show or something, someone says, oh, hey, dude, like your shirt. I almost always have to look down what I'm wearing. I don't pay attention. To me, wearing this shit is as normal as like just throwing on my underwear. I don't even think about it. That's because that's all I own. Like I own a few non-metal shirts that are like bodybuilding related, maybe about 6, 7, 8, counting like tank tops, stuff like that. All the rest is all metal shirts. I don't own any suits and ties and all the other shit. I got one plain black shirt that's kind of dressy looking that Elcat went out and got me for like, we got to go to a funeral or something. I can't be wearing an obituary shirt. Why you can't, I don't know. To me, fucking, when I die, that's my thing too. Any devil show up to my fucking funeral, I don't want you to know suit and tie, unless that's how you dress. That's what you like, that's your comfortable. I want you to show us how you are. Otherwise, you're a fake-ass motherfucker, and I didn't want you any around me anyways. If you're in a Tupac, I want you wearing your Tupac shirt. If you're in an obituary, I want you wearing your obituary shirt. Whatever the case is. You like your crappy Slipknot that I rip on, or whichever you're the Pantera, put your crappy Pantera on. I want what you are, you as an individual, and you stand up for what you're into. That's what I want showing up around me. So if you come to my funeral, don't be wearing no suit and tie, motherfucker, unless that's how you dress on a regular basis, because that's what you prefer. If that's the case, fine. So yeah, come as is. That's what do I think? That's part of the reason why it's kind of I don't want to say a pigheadedness or stubbornness why I always wear what I wear is because it's not just even like, oh, I'm just wearing this because I like this band and that's what I have. It is the big part, but another huge part is whose acceptance of what you are as an individual and who's not. Because the people point out, oh, Justin, why did you have to wear that? Couldn't you change your shirt? Those people want nothing to do with them. Because you're not open-minded. You don't accept individuality. Well, there's a time and a place. Not really. Not motherfucking really. You can wear whatever the hell you want coming to my shit. I mean, like, I don't bitch when I see fucking idiots walking around. Jesus is my vaccine. Give me a break. And I see them and I'm like, oh man, Jesus didn't do fuck all for you. He took a dump on you. Meanwhile, you're praising that piece of shit. I don't complain though. Wear what you want. That's what you're fucking comfortable wearing. Wear it. You know what I'm saying? So, I think, but that's part of what shirts are, you know what I mean, and apparel. It shows you who you are as an individual. You're supposed to wear what you like, whether it's a sports team or whatever. That's the whole thing. That's what we kind of see. You see the like-minded people, the non-like-minded people, that you know who maybe you want to associate with, who you don't want to associate before you even fucking see them. So no, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. J-Dog wears what he wants to wear, and you should too. And don't let anybody else tell you otherwise. Igloo Major, Jeffrey Dahmer is one of the worst bodybuilders of all time. Yeah, I heard somebody say something. You goddamn right, he was a terrible bodybuilder, man. That guy looked like dog shit. He's hanging out with fucking the piece of shit Elvis at my gym. Both look like shit. Actually, fucking Dahmer's actually probably had him beat. At least he wasn't as fucking fat. Distributive cult points. I got it, dog. What if Elvis turned out to be a Boy Scout master? He totally probably would be, but I heard he's a soccer coach, is what I was told, so same difference, right? Or it's similar boat. That's where he's molesting little boys. But yeah, if I howdy down the side, that would not shock me the least bit. And unfortunately, guys, fucking unfortunately, yeah, no, J-Dog never, the bastard in the sky, he's never watching out for the old dog. Piece of shit been showing back up. What I did notice, though, I think his fucking fat ass is kind of falling off the wagon. He's been cutting out the hours and hours of cardio that was doing absolutely nothing for him. And he just does weight training. It seems like it's like 3 days a week or so, because it seems like I see him like every other day. So I'm assuming that's what he's doing. Because I've seen him probably another 3 times now since I made the last video. So it is way, way less, which is great. But unfortunately, he's not dead or in jail. I was hoping for, honestly, either one of them I would have been completely okay with. Joshua Michael, question, J-Dog. What do you think of Finnish death metal band Demigod? The demos are fucking amazing. Huge fan. Album is a complete snooze fest. As a matter of fact, the best thing you need by Demigod should be right behind me. God damn it. Or closer within a grab range. It's the best thing. It's got all the demos on there. This is a bootleg too. We know bootlegs are best. We all know that over here. If you don't know that by now, then you're out of the motherfucking loop. This has the 3 demos. It's called Reincarnation of Unholy Demos. It says limited 300 vinyls. It is a double LP. That's them there. That's what I listen to. That's what I like. I thought the album, it's been a while, it's a long time since I listened to it. I do not own it. Specifically, when I heard it, I thought it was boring as fuck. Is what I remember. About a band that kind of lost its character. All the character was on the demos, and then they put out an album. And you're like, oh, this kind of sucks. It didn't suck. Just nothing there. Just stale death metal. That's what I thought. So, but the demos, fucking fantastic. Funny did a video, so whatever the title, talking about the piece of shit debtor in jail. How's it go from that to I talk about Demigod? That's what I love about this. You never know. So I look forward to doing these videos, guys. Just scroll through the comments like I don't know. You never know what the fuck's gonna be in there. Like it's complete like just random questions. I like it. That's why it keeps me on my toes, and I just like to answer it unfiltered and off the hook because yeah, 0 questions can be there. You just like you can't just assume it's gonna be all metal related questions. You know what I mean? So I like it like that. Calls from Beyond. Question J-Dog. Devils/Devils. Thoughts on Death Witch from Sweden. They have the 2 albums that I know. It's been such a long time since I listened to them, but I liked them every single time. Need to revisit them. I think I own the first 2 discs. Definitely one of them for sure. That is my opinion on them. Wicked Devil. King Devil. What are 3 good albums to introduce someone to grindcore? Thanks, brah. Terrorize a World Downfall. Napalm Death Scum. Repulsion Horrified. You got one reply. What they say in there? You give a fucking boatload of this. My list was better. Goddammit. J-Dog, have you ever heard the Blue Holocaust, Flesh for the Cannibal God? Great fucking carcass worship. I've heard. That's from Satanas M. Peso. I've seen the name. Didn't Blue Holocaust do a split with maybe Embalming Theater? I didn't listen to it probably because on the name Blue Holocaust. What the hell is this? But now that I know that, maybe I will. But I know who you're talking about. Probably it probably came in through Hells. Either came in through Hells or maybe I own a split 7 with Embalming Theater because I like Embalming Theater a lot. So it was one or the other. But I can't say that I know Blue Holocaust, but know exactly what you're talking about. Crusader of Blasphemy. Morning Devils. Hey, J-Dog, question. What do you think about False Prophet and the follow-up Infernal Hierarchy? Total Death Thrash, like early Morbid Angel Possessed. Yeah, I like that too. Shit, do I need to fucking show that LP too, or is that in grabbing range? With a CD or LP? False Prophet shit, that's what I like. That's what I know. Fucking showing you devils and all it today, goddamn it, right? Just swinging them all out of the park. Got it? Not just talk about it, fucking have it, everything. This is what I have, and I believe I have a CD of it too. So it's got the Second Death, Sign of the Cross, Infernal Hierarchy, a couple live tracks. And no, it's just that early double LP. And there's like highly recommend. So definitely recommend this. It's more that shit like I told you guys in earlier videos. Like when I'm listening to, a lot of the demo stuff, whether it be the Slaughter Lord or Fatal or fucking Grave demos or whoever, you know what I mean? But stuff like False Prophet. That's the shit those are releases I really, really like. So anytime, the Vic Records or the Dark Symphonies, it was the Crypt, when the Crypt did Epitaph, Authorized. I remember specifically those 2 is what I fucking loved. Even, was it then that I heard Mega Slaughter? Or did somebody bootleg the CD? But Mega Slaughter was on that time. Mega Slaughter, the only album they did, Death Remains. That is a fucking Swedish death metal masterpiece that was not in the realm of the Dismembers and the Graves and shit when it came out. Fucking love that album. Authorized, Source of Dominion, fantastic. The reason I bring those up is those were old recordings that before they were reissued and stuff, I didn't know what it was. The Epitaph, what was it? It all the demos. The Authorized was a double LP. Epitaph was a which I have as well. Fuck, I'm not busting that out too. It's like a comes in the shell. It's a double for sure, maybe even a triple LP. But that was all the stuff I loved. You know what I mean when it came out. So that's probably the stuff I listen to the most as a whole is all that demo shit. So yeah, the False Prophet is another one, dude. When it came out, fuck yeah, that was the kind of shit I. That's the stuff. For example, let's say there's a band I haven't heard of, and it's around False Prophet era. You know what I mean? It's like demo 1991. Death metal, death thrash, or whatever. There's a 100% chance I'm going to listen to it. It comes into the shop, I see it, I'm definitely going to listen to it. And about 80% of the time, it's I like it and pick it up. 10% of the time, I'm like, it was pretty good, but not worth picking up for me. I was like, I didn't not enough to buy it. And then 10% of the time, I'm like, shit, I didn't really like it. Summertime Daisies with another band. Never knew who it was until Dark Symphonies, I believe it was, that put out the disc. And it was just the album and two demos. Don't think he did a vinyl of that though. Anyone, just a CD, and that's what I own. Thought it was fucking great. Andy Zuleta, I seen a devil question about one-sided shirts, $30. I think it's kind of a rip-off. 20 or 25 is cool, but damn, 30 Legion shirts were out of my size. That they were initially out of my size too for the fucking well, actually they still were for the Legion Tour shirts. For Columbus, they had no 2XLs of anything, but when I went to Cleveland, then they restocked the End of God the Way It Must Be shirt in 2XL, so I got that. But the Legion Tour shirt, I wanted one, but they didn't have any 2XLs of that. And yeah, I mean, it's $30 kind of steep, but it's like, I mean, it is what it is. Bigger band, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not ecstatic about it. I'm not doing cartwheels to fuck go pay the guy, but I mean, it is what if it's something I really want. I've wasted $30 on worse things, so that's the way I'd look at it. Charlie, what are you doing over there? Sleeping away? Charlie's tuckered out, laying next to the goddamn Deceased coffin box set. You guys want to see it? Maybe you'll see the Deceased coffin box set. You ever see the demo box set that Hell's Headbangers did? It's in a coffin. Fucking Charlie's just sleeping away. See him? What are you doing, Charlie? Just sleeping away next to the coffin? Catch all that, devils. Got the fucking coffin shot. We did 100 of those coffins. Shit, I don't even know what year we did that. King, if you're watching, chime in, goddammit. What year we do that? I don't remember. What, 10 years ago now? Probably not quite 10 years ago. Well, maybe 10. Nah, right around 10, I'd say. Maybe 9 years ago or so. Probably just sleeping right next to it. Let me know, devils. How many of you guys didn't know about the coffin? And then when you open it up, it's got the triple LP that comes out. And it's got all the Deceased demos. One of my favorite Hell's Headbangers releases. God damn, I'm glad when that was gone, though. That was a bitch to fucking ship. Because you see how long it is? It's like, what does it measure? Maybe like 3 feet? Fucking, we had to order special boxes. And it was fucking pain in the ass. But glad I have it. It just sits in the corner right there. Gode Tonser, do you consider Failures for Gods the best death metal album of all time? I don't know about that. I wouldn't go as far as saying that, but I am a huge, huge fan of the record. Once Ordained and No Jesus, No Beast, specifically those songs. Fucking love them. Tens. But I wouldn't go as far as saying greatest death metal all the time. But if somebody did, especially if they're a little younger, let's say they're like age 25 or so, gotten a little late, and that's the first death metal that they heard. Like, first one for me was Cannibal Corpse Vile. Um, I would understand it. I would be like, what a fucking tool. It's a hell of a... Saying Failures for Gods is the best death metal album, hands down, no questions asked. That is a way more truthful statement than what's heavier than Pantera. So I'd have more respect for that guy. So not the greatest in my opinion, but very, very good. Up there with the greats, and huge motherfucking fan. And that's the goddamn tour I saw them on too. John McEntee played guitar or at least the Cleveland show. I don't know why. So just helping out, I guess. So that was the first time I met Ross, Bob, and John. And I can't remember who the fuck was playing drums for that particular tour. To be honest with you, yeah, I can't remember. And I don't even remember if I met the drummer at the show, but I definitely met Ross, Bob, and John. I don't think I got get a signature drum or anything. And do you prefer Incantation Mortal Throne of Nazarene or Upon the Throne of Apocalypse? Mortal Throne of the Nazarene for a couple of reasons. Number one, it's the one I heard first. Number two, the track order is better. The last song, the very long song, I think that's the sucky song. Not because it sucks, it's just it's dragged out, it's long, and it's got the really slow doomy shit that J Dog's not a huge fan of in general. There's exceptions to the rules, so chill the fuck out. But when it's just dragged out and just no beats, boring as fuck. So I didn't want that as my opening song. At least when it's the last, I can either leave the room or fucking shut it off or whatever the case may be. So Mortal Throne. But Upon the Throne of Apocalypse is good though, don't get me wrong. They were basically the same album, but the track listing is opposite. Correct, in the wrong way in my book. And Apocalypse was basically the demo for Nazarene. Yeah, because Mortal Throne, I think it does sound a little better too. But again, maybe I don't like to use those terms because it probably sounds better to me because that's the recording I heard first. But in my mind, it does sound a little bit better too. But I mean, not that I thought Upon the Throne sounded like shit by any stretch of imagination. Personally, I prefer Apocalypse. Yeah, sounds we differ. Tommy from Redefining Darkness, I think he prefers Apocalypse as well. But I think the song "Emaciated Holy Figure" was better on Nazarene. Is Incantation a brutal death metal band? Question mark. Is this going to be a new trend? I like it, to be honest. Let's keep it going. Yeah, exactly. Is it just fucking Incantation a brutal death metal band? I thought so. I considered them a blasphemous lyrical theme brutal death metal band. That's what I always consider them. Let's see. You got 3 replies. So are they not either? Or what are they? A fucking jazz band? Let's see what the fuck they say. Chadley B. No, no, and no. What the fuck are they then, Chadley? Inform me. Distributor of cult points. I don't know if he needs to fucking go this far. Come on, Mr. Tonser. Anyone who doesn't have their head up their ass knows that Morbid Angel's Ultra Madness is the best death metal album of all time. Where have you been? I don't know about that. I mean, first off, Ultra Madness is one of my all-time favorite albums, but if you ask Dawn of the Dead from Nunslaughter, he thinks Ultra Madness sucks shit. That's a poser album. Only Abominations of Desolation is what you need. And Don's fucking probably older than you, distributor, so he's calling you out too. Sounds like fucking, what's his face? Who asked the question? Gode Thompson's probably younger than you, distributor. And distributor, you're probably younger than Don. So there's a little bit. Just got to say, you got to kind of open. I don't think he was asking anything outlandish. Granted, I think that's kind of, like I said, kind of a tall statement saying it's the greatest. But, like, when you could tell some 16-year-old asking something completely immature and dumb, like, let's just use something on Hell's, too, to show I'm biased. Is the new Skeletal the greatest death metal album of all time? It's like, liked it, but no. That's just kind of like, you could just see the immaturity. An Immolation record from the 90s, yeah, no, it would definitely not be considered, but I don't think it's completely out of this world asinine, head up his ass. So I think you're beating up on the guy a little bit too hard there, a distributor of call points. Joe Deakins, that's why it's so dark. How did I had to get up there? So apparently Joe was probably thinking so too. So I'm pretty sure, based off Joe's taste, that he likes Immolation, Failures for Gods. I'm going to make an educated guess. He probably wouldn't go on a limb and say it's the greatest death metal of all time, but I'm pretty sure he's a fan of it. Imperial Nocturno, we see a bunch of question marks. Hey, J-Dole, I'd be cool to learn some bodybuilding judging criteria. Uh-oh, fucking devil, take this one. I was a gym guy, so I wasn't shocked by your pants down. That video was forever ago. Video, question. How much money do pro bodybuilders spend in food and supplements per year? Cheers, Big Devil. That's $1 million question, and that's kind of like in the who's telling the truth and who's not, and we'll make this the last one, but actually for the devils that are not interested about it, you might be curious too on this, or at least just morbid curiosity. I would say on average, so we're talking about top pros. When I talk about pros too, I'm not talking about men's bikini, these new divisions. When I see pro bodybuilding, I'm talking about open, fucking big ass motherfucking dudes, not a 185-pound guy competing in board shorts. Granted, he's got a really good physique and he looks awesome, but he's like, dude, it's not fucking impressive whatsoever. It's like you look really good. That's all. No homo. I'm talking about the impressive, like, circus acts, the big Ramis, the fucking Hottie Chupons. These are the current guys, top guys. Nick Walker, William Bonac, those guys, you know what I mean? So question is, and for some of you guys that might know, like back when Ronnie Coleman was Mr. Olympia, Jay Cutler, Jay would say kind of stupid shit, like I spent $500,000 a year in food. Shut the fuck up, Jay. You made it. I mean, it's a lot of money, but I'll give an educated guess. Because I know what I spent in food. Assuming they have no food sponsors, because sometimes there was a place for a while. I ordered from them too. I don't know whatever happened to them. It's called Eat to Grow. We could get like fish, chicken, and stuff like that. But most of mine, it's not too big of a deal because most of my protein sources I get delivered to me anyways. Like I get chicken 20 pounds at a time delivered to me. But Eat to Grow was just, I don't know, I just like the company. But anyways, but Jay Cutler was sponsored by them, so he was getting his fucking food for free. But again, so regular guys, let's say like a Nick Walker now, 5th at the Olympia, possible future Mr. Olympia winner. The next few years, I could easily see that. Would not be the least bit surprised. What do I think he spends in food a month? At least 1,500 a month. Probably no more than 2,200 just in food. So let's just say down the middle, about $2,000 a month in food. So you figure you're spending 24 grand, 24 grand a year in food. Supplements, whatever health supplements and protein powders he's taking, nothing because he's sponsored by. But let's just say if they were smart about it and if they had to pay for everything, if they're taking the health subs that they need and shit like that, nothing crazy. So let's say they're using a protein powder for convenience because you don't need a protein powder. It's just a convenient source of protein. Let's say they're buying that and they're going through a tub a month. Let's say they want a pre-workout and they're taking all the essential health shit that they should be taking to stay healthy, keep their organs healthy based on all the PEDs and shit they're using. I would say supplements, $300 is $350, $400 a month in the natural supplements, and then drugs. Most of those guys too buy sponsors. That's where they get it too. And on steroids, I would say not that much. You would actually think as far as cost of steroids, because steroids they're not that expensive, and as long as you're not using asinine fucking dosages, even high dosages, say they're using, generally speaking, 1,000 milligrams a test. Let's say off season, 1,000 milligrams a test, 1,000 milligrams EQ, 1,000 milligrams of DECA, 50 milligrams of Anadrol a day. That's pretty fucking standard. I mean, that's a lot of shit. Saying that's a lot of shit, goddamn. But it's not out of this fucking world crazy. It's crazy to someone that doesn't live in this world, but in that world, it's not crazy. Yeah, it's that. That's cost them about, depending on their source, assuming they're paying for it and everything like that. It's probably not, with anti-estrogens and shit like that, $300 a month. Where the bill gets pricey is the growth hormone if they don't have a good connect. If they're running on the low end, 8 IUs a day, and they're running pharmaceutical grade, and if they don't got the homeboy hookup, they're looking at about $1,500 a month just in growth hormone. If they are running, some of these guys I hear they're running 20 IUs plus a day. I mean, you could be, depends on what they're getting for. It could be $5,000 a month just the growth hormone. So basically, the growth hormone is where it gets fucking pricey. So let's just go down the line. Let's say they're getting a decent hookup. Let's say they're spending $1,500 a month on growth hormone, $300 a month on fucking steroids, the anti-estrogens, etc. $300 a month on natural supplements. So what was that, $2,100? $2,100 a month. $2,000 on food. $4,100 a month. Yeah, you figure they're spending, a top guy, if he's spending the money, like I said, nothing was sponsored to give it to him, $50,000 a year on everything. Well, I'd say that's yeah. I'd say it's actually a pretty damn close number. Yeah, for all his food and all the stuff he's taking and shit like that to compete at the top level. Yeah, I would say he's spending $50,000 a year just in that. So that'd be a very educated, I'd say close answer. But again, like someone like Nick Walker, he's not paying for any of his supplements, any of his drugs. I know for a fact he's not. He's getting that shit all fucking free. Any of his like his coach and shit, he ain't paying for fucking that. He gets free coaching because it's advertisement to other people to hire him. So he doesn't pay for that. I mean, he probably has to pay for his food though. He doesn't have a food sponsor, so he probably has that. But I'm sure he's got good connects to where because because you want you in the know. Like he probably has a place for like steak. He buys a cow at a time and gets, has to pay for it, but probably gets a nice, good fucking price. As opposed to like me, for half a cow, I might pay like $1,000. He might get it for like $600. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But for the most part, he's paying for it. So the only thing he's pretty much paying for is his food. Being as high up as he is with his YouTube channel, a lot of eyeballs on him that he could bring attention. Yeah, there's no way he's paying for his food, and that's fucking. He's not even paying for his goddamn clothes. Any of the shit he's wearing, that's all provided him. His apparel, sponsors and shit like that. Unless he wants a pair of like Jordan sneakers or something, then yeah, he's buying that. But any of the gym shirts and shit he wears, he's not paying for that. That's all fucking free. So there's a perks from your top 5 in the goddamn world, right? So yeah, there's your answer for people that are curious, because that question is thrown around a lot in the bodybuilding world, and people play stupid. They throw stupid numbers out there. Like I said, Jay Cutler, $500,000 of food. Just this dumb fuck. Either outlandishly stupid shit that don't make sense, or they'll play the dumb answer, or they'll downplay the drugs, like, oh, I'm all natural or something stupid, like where you get this half-ass fucking answer. I would say, yeah, if you're really curious, if you're doing it on your own, spending your money of what they're taking, you want to eat as much as they're eating, take the same shit they're taking, supplements, drugs, etc. Stuff like you would look, and if you're all out of pocket, and if you had a decent source as far as where you're buying stuff and pricing and shit like that, if you knew, who's in the know, yeah, you're looking at a good 50 grand, 50 grand a year. So yeah, it can be an expensive hobby, especially if you're not making a living off it, which most people that are pursuing this are not. So that can sway you real fucking fast away from it, right? So that's it for this one, Devils. Anything else? Comments, questions, concerns? Don't give a fuck what it is. Just like this last question you can see. I answer fucking anything. I always look forward to surprise questions, goddammit. Put it in there again. Get an answer bright and early in the morning. Later, goddammit.